Jay here. Today's beer review will be on What's up, beer lovers? Wow, am I excited to bring you tonight's beer. I picked this beer just because it said on it that it was brewed with chilies and cinnamon, and that sounded really interesting to me. Coming home, I did my research on this beer, and wow, am I excited to bring it to you. This is Stone's Vertical Epic number 11. It was brewed on November 11th, 2011. Now the bottle and their website says this is best to be enjoyed after December 12th, 2012, if you can wait that long. Well, I can't, because I'm interested to taste this beer. This is the 10th in a series of these Vertical Epic beers they've done, and they're all designed to be bottle aged until after that date of December 12th, 2012. Stone Brewery is based in Escondido, California. This beer itself clocks in at 84 on Beer Advocate. It's 9.4 ABV and 65 IBUs, and like I said, it's brewed with chilies and cinnamon. So I'm really excited to try this beer, and just knowing that you're supposed to wait till after the date, I'll probably go out and buy another one. That being said, this is one of the most expensive beers I've reviewed yet. This 22-ounce bottle cost me a little over $9 with tax. So anyway, that being said, let's crack it open and see what all the hype's about. Wow, it pours to just about a perfect head. The head actually came up a considerable amount after I stopped pouring. It pours to a very dark copper, almost a red color, slightly cloudy, but they do say this beer is bottled conditioned, and I just bought it today. It came home in my truck, and you know, it may have gotten stirred up more than it should have. The head seems to be lingering around very nicely. The bubbles are sticking a little bit, not a ton of lacing, but a little bit. They do seem to be sliding off the edge of the glass, though. You smell a lot of caramel malt flavors there. Yeah, I'm not picking up a whole lot of hop note or the cinnamon or the chilies on the nose of the beer. Just a really nice caramel malt scent there. Let's find out how it is. You really taste the alcohol. And it's thick on the initial mouthfeel, but it goes down pretty smooth. There's a lingering bitterness to it and some interesting flavors, which I guess you would have to attribute to the chilies and the cinnamon, but they're not so pronounced that you say, oh, this is a chili beer or this is a cinnamon beer. It's not that pronounced. It's a very subtle flavoring to the beer. But yeah, the prominent flavor is the strength of this beer. At 9.4%, it is a good strong beer, but while the alcohol flavor is definitely present, not any heat from the chili, just a really interesting side note flavor there. And I'm really not picking up on the cinnamon at all, but this beer has a lot of complex flavors to it, and it's really flavorful. So it may be hidden in there somewhere, and after a few more sips you may start to pick up on it, or you know, it may become an end note to the beer. Really interesting taste though. Though I would honestly have to wonder, after this aged to the proper length, if it would improve with flavor or degrade in flavor. It's so interesting, though. I'm going to pause here for a minute and come back with you for my ratings and final thoughts on it. Okay, my final thoughts on the Stone Vertical Epic 11. It's a strong Belgian ale. Could fall in a double or a triple. I'm not an expert on Belgian ales. They're really not my cup of tea. However, for sessionability, I'm going to score this one pretty low. I'm going to give it a 1-pack for sessionability. I think the flavors of this beer are just, at least for me, are going to wear out on you. It's a little too sweet, and it's a little disappointing to me that the chili flavor and the cinnamon flavor isn't more evident. Now, to be fair, they do want you to drink this beer after 12-12-12. Maybe maybe some of the other flavors dissipate a little bit and bring out those flavors more with aging. I don't know. I'll probably try to buy another one of these just for my own enjoyment to see if that's true or not. But as far as overall goes, not being an expert on Belgian strong ales, this is a lot better than some of them I've had. So I'm going to score it fairly high. I'm going to give it a 4-pack. For overall. I don't find this beer undrinkable, and I find it very interesting that the flavors that they chose to put in this beer are all subtle side notes. I was hoping for a little bit more, to have a prominent, kind of a spicy beer with some cinnamon back note to it. That's just, to me, it's a little disappointing. I had a little higher hopes for it than what I got, but hey, you'll have that. Anyway, you may want to get one of these. You may want to age it a little longer. You may want to try some of the other ones and open them up on the same night and make it a hell of a party. Anyway, Stone's Vertical Epic number 11. Have a good night.